Hi everyone, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. So welcome to the Access Agile Festival and welcome to the session Exponential Results with Limited Resources. So I'm Shivram, management consultant, coach, speaker and a mentor. So I'm a founder and director of Leader Gains. So that let's get into today's topic. So the agenda is 4 simple points which helps us to understand what is value stream and value stream mapping with an example in services industry like bank loan processing. Value stream mapping is originally a concept came from manufacturing industry, one of the lean techniques. I wanted to explain that using our services examples. So do you have let's have this session as interactive as possible. You can use the chat window to respond and yeah. Do you have a smartphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us have a smartphone, right? How many features does it really have? Many,
Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, a lot of it.
lot of those things, right? Many features. And how many do you really use? We have so many features, right? But how many do we really use?
Maybe 5.
5,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, out of 100 features delivered, whether it is a mobile or a product or a service, 16% are used by the normal users and 17% are used by the advanced users. So that means 33% are only used and 67% are rarely or never used. So remember this, even in our smartphone, which we took a decision by analyzing a lot of features, only 33% are being used. So let's try to define value in a layman terms. So in the smartphone, whatever we discussed earlier, that 33% which are used is a value added and 67% which is never or rarely used are a non-value add. So any effort or money spent which is going to be useful and valuable to the customer is called as value addition. Anything else other than that is called as a non-value additions. So value stream. So the concept of value stream itself is nothing but whether it is at a process level, whether it is at a system level, or it could be even a production where a manufacturing industry is doing the from a customer order to manufacturing and delivering. Wherever it is, the concept of value stream is simple steps. Define the value from the senior management, understand the existing process, identify the value added, non-value added, define to be process, and experiment and implement the new process. After that, observe, measure, and then repeat that multiple times. So I'm going to explain about each of these steps using a simple home loan processing as an example. So a leading bank which is providing home loans as a one of their services, the problem which they are facing is lesser applications, home loan applications, because of a longer waiting period or a decision time. They even tried reducing the home loan interest percentage, best in the industry. Still, they are not getting enough loan applications. So in this case, what is the defined value is they have hired us as a expert and you analyze and do whatever you can to reduce the loan processing time. So in this scenario, reducing the loan processing time is the value which the senior management is aspiring in this particular initiative. So the next step is understanding the existing process. So who knows best about the process? People who are from the outside or people who are inside the organization? The answer is people who are inside the organization. So what we need to do whenever we need to think about improvements, first of all, let's have a deep dive into how this particular bank processes their bank loans. So when we went and did detailed discussions, again, the most important here is there is something called Gemba walk, meaning go to the field, observe, speak to the people who are actually doing the work. So they mentioned that we have a defined process for our loan processing. The customer approaches the loan officer from the bank by visiting the branch. He fills the application, and there is somebody at our office who will be verifying these documents, and then it is forwarded to the legal department. Legal department verifies, they gives their opinion. Civil department visit the construction sites and verify, and they give their feedback. Then the background check by a third party about an individual who applied the loan, and financial team checks for the credit rating of this particular loan applicant. Does he have a loan? Are there any other loans? What is his salary? Will he be able to pay? Those sort of things. Then with all this information, the finance team checks whether what is the loan, how much loan we can give to a particular person. Then the documents are couriered to the headquarters. Now the finance team at a headquarters does the verification, and then they take a decision whether should they proceed with the loan or should not give the loan. And then the information is shared to the branch office. That means from the point where the customer is asking, I wanted to loan to be issued, till the decision you are eligible for the loan or you are not eligible for the loan, or the decision making, these are all the steps which are involved. So how did we collect this? We went to the field level, we went to different departments, had a discussions with them, and we came up with what is as is process. So now we know what is happening at a ground level, field level. Now the next step is understand or identify what is value and non-value added. So this is the place where value added and non-value added, these are the ones we will be able to identify when we have numbers, when we collect some information instead of just a gut feeling. So that's where when we went there, we collected the information about the first line here is the service level agreements, which each of these departments guarantee you to respond to one loan application. So the loan officer says within 1 hour he gives all the information, and he takes the loan application, moves to the next level. In the same way, 1 hour filling of application, document verification, within a day it will go to the next level. Loan department takes 3 days to make it to the next level. Civil department takes 3 days to move it to the next level. Background check takes 7 days. And credit rating, they were doing it by sending the documents physically, it takes 5 days. Finance team takes 3 days to process a loan or to evaluate. Then they send the things to the headquarters. Then finance team verifies, and then they take a decision. So it takes 30 days for giving a response. So these are the ones which they promised as a part of their service level agreement. But Gemba work, where I am going into the going to the actual place, when I did the observation, when I spoke to the people, because people in the field level knows what works best and what are the areas of improvement. So when you are doing this value stream mapping and this sort of an value and non-value added, we have to involve the stakeholders who are working in the field. So the concept is 1/3 of the people should be the one who are working on a day to day. Another 1/3 of the team could be the people who are have no idea about this and they are purely the specialists. Maybe it could be lean, it could be Six Sigma, who have a deeper knowledge on continuous improvement or those sort of a projects. 1/3 could be the management or the experts. So with all of them being discussing, now what is this so-called waste, are also called as MUDA? This is the one which is coming from the concept called as lean. There are 7 types of waste: overproduction, movement of the things across, inventory is keeping more raw material, too many processes, either no process or too much process, waiting, lot of waiting period for approvals. Defects is any issues or bugs which are found after we give to the customer. Motion is to and fro of information across multiple departments. So these are the 7 types of waste which can be there in a product or in a process. So here in our case, we were focusing more on reducing the time of the loan processing. So with that focus, we have to now identify what are the waste and what are the non-value added. So that means if you take here legal department, they are saying that 3 days is the one the legal department will take to verify, but the actual time for decision making is only 30 minutes. So now we went and asked, so it's only 30 minutes is what you are saying to take a decision, but why you are saying SLA as 3 days? Now the legal department mentioned that this legal department verification, civil department verification, these 2 things, we go to the external third-party agencies. They come to the place once in 3 days to our branch, collect all the loan applications, Xerox copies or photostat copies of the documents. They come again after 3 days and give us the decision making. So that is the reason we couldn't do that. Now, what we did in this particular case is we spoke to even the third-party agencies. Can you come? Can you visit the branch frequently? Instead, what they have recommended is, in this bank, we were coming physically, but there are many banks which send us the information virtually, meaning if you are able to develop any application where the documents are soft copy documents are available to us, we can decide and define faster. So that's where we are trying to identify, okay, there is a process of improvement. 3 days to 30 minutes, there is a lot of gap. 3 days to 30 minutes, there is a lot of gap, chances of improvement. Background check from 7 days, actually 2 days, but 5 days. So the objective is how do we reduce the loan processing time? So from 30 days, whatever the days we reduce, that is what is mainly we need to look at. So the waste is the difference between the SLA and the actual hours. Now, the next step is new process to be. That means we need to look at, take the help of other stakeholders. The other stakeholders may mean the IT experts, the process experts, whoever are in this particular system. So we went to the IT department and we explained about this process. Then they came up with the suggestions. If we develop a mobile application where we will give a login to our legal department, civil department. Now, the moment they log into the system, we can give them an alert of, okay, a new application has come. Then it will give an alert to the legal department. They need not physically visit the branch. They can look at this. They can go to the actual location, do the processing. Again, they can come back. Okay. So in that particular context, mobile app can actually make a difference. So if I develop a mobile app, the advantage here is from 1 day. Here it is 3 days. So from 1 day, the document verification can be reduced to 2 hours. From 3 days, it can be reduced to 4 hours. Civil department verification from 3 days, they can reduce it to 4 hours. Please understand, they are not compromising in that time they are doing. It still takes 30 minutes. But we identified non-value added things and we are thinking about an alternative here. In the same way, if there is a workflow where the background check related mails or updates are happening, it becomes more easier. Now, the documents are couriered from the branch to the headquarters where we are actually losing around 3 days here. So now if we are sending the scanned copy documents to the headquarters, they need not wait for 3 days. They can start processing immediately. So in the same way, we look at, so this is where we are evaluating. What is the current process is 30 days. What is the new process if we really implement is this particular line items. So by just developing a mobile app, developing a workflow application and scanned copies, this is one of the most important thing. Instead of sending the physical document to the credit teams, if I send a scanned copies, again from 5 days, it gets reduced to 3 days. So this is where from 30 days to we can reduce the decision time to 13.5 days. What does this mean? We will be able to process more number of loan applications and also reduce the waiting period. So whenever we are doing the value stream mapping, the objective is what is the value defined by the senior management, which we call that as value of the business. Okay. And value of customer is mainly for a customer who applied for the loan to the decision from 30 days, we are taking it to 13.5 days. So this is called as to be process. Now we need to implement this. So a lot of thought processes will become a reality only when you implement. So that's where implement the new process. You can't implement all the improvements at a time. Maybe take a mobile app, implement it and observe. Then take the scanned documents related ones, implement. Workflow may take multiple iterations. So the title of today's session is exponential results with limited resources is, in the previous slides, we saw the effort I need is almost same, but if I develop an application like 20% of the most frequent things when I address, it will give 80% of the results. So this is the one, if I implement, you get the exponential results. And next you have to go for scanned copy. Next you go to the email. Then this is where you are going to reach that in a incremental and iterative manner. Last but not the least here is, after you implement, you need to observe, and if it is giving intended results, happy, you can go for a next improvement process. If it is not working, you need to look into what are the alternatives, analyze and retry. So this is where the value stream mapping is coming into the picture. So this is what I wanted to cover in today's session, and the floor is open for any Q&As. So if you have any questions or anything which you wanted to share from your experiences, feel free to use the chat window or request for an unmute and you can actually ask. While I am waiting for your queries, what are the places where we can implement this is, if you wanted to, we keep hearing about digital transformation or Internet of Things in a factory. Whenever you are planning for any emerging technologies improvement in the organizations, this will actually help you to identify what are the places where we can implement this. Yeah. So I can give the slides. That's not a problem at all, June. Okay. So this is where the senior management wanted to try, and if it succeeds, I wanted to implement at an organization level. So then use this value stream mapping to identify the most problematic process. When you go to the deeper details analyzing, you are involving the people in the field level. So because of that, you will have a buy-in from the people who are implementing that. Another important thing is, when it is successful in one or two locations, when you wanted to extend it across the organizations, the concepts like Kaizen will actually help you. Last but not the least is, what I have explained you here is with the numbers, but how do I collect those numbers? Six Sigma concepts can really help you to do a deeper statistical analysis, collect the information, and enable you to take the decisions. Okay, so thank you very much for the time, and now the floor is open for any Q&As. Okay, so please yeah, please go ahead and ask. Andrew, you can use the chat window or unmute. Yeah, you can speak.
Oh yeah. So, is it correct that it's the way that to see the process? What is the non-value added process from the beginning into the end in the hand of our customer? So it's about evaluating the process to make it more effective. It's not the people, but the process. So people will not being pressure or something like that, isn't it?
Yes. So this
All
is
right.
the place, as you rightly pointed out here, when we need the buy-in from the people, but people believe when they see, when they observe the numbers. So it's a combination of people. You win the people with the numbers, thereby they will help us to come up with the solutions. I hope I have answered your query.
Yeah. Thank you.
So as I mentioned to you, this is a continuous process. It's not one time. We need to try multiple times to reach here. Okay, so I hope the session was informative to all of you. I'll be sharing the PDF version of these slides, and please try this particular technique called value stream mapping. This can work with any agile practices, whether you are implementing Scrum, XP, or Lean, which is the grandfather of all these techniques. Anywhere, value stream mapping would help you.
Thanks, Shivram.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sivan.
Thank you.
It was a great one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. My daughter was playing piano. I didn't realize I didn't unmute myself when I first came in.
No problem. We will try to share you the slides.
Thank you. I'm waiting for the email.
Yes, yes. So you have my contact details here. In case you need any information, you can contact, but the slides we will upload to the repository. And wish you a happy agile journey. Thank you, Access Agile, for giving us this opportunity to share whatever I knew to our Access Agile members.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.